Alright. All right, coming up next, a good welterweight matchup here between Nick Diaz and Robbie Lawler. So here is Robbie Lawler, still going strong nearly 20 years after his UFC debut back in 2002. Lawler's reinvented himself a little bit down in South Florida. He believes he is in the best shape of his life in advance of this one tonight.
And by going down to South Florida and finding a new team, you saw a change in Robbie Lawler, which led to a UFC title reign that had masterful performances. The win over Carlos Condit was crazy. The win over Rory McDonald. The fight, the ability to withstand punishment and continue to press forward and hold on to that title showed you that Robbie Lawler was a different guy and was ready to reach all the potential that his coaches said from day one.
And the beauty of Robbie Lawler, too, he is the consummate fan favorite. Without even having to open his mouth, he doesn't have to say anything.
He doesn't talk.
People love him for his fighting style, and we will see if he can make one more climb to welterweight gold and glory. All right, so here he is, the ubiquitous Nick Diaz. It's hard to quantify his contribution to mixed martial arts. I will just lead by saying that this man brought a lot of fans into this sport, and when he fights, building's still packed to the nines.
Yes, absolutely. Nick Diaz has a fan base that will follow him through anything, and rightfully so. He won the Strikeforce Welterweight Championship, defended it in a ton of crazy fights, knocking out Paul Danley, knocking out Marius Saromskis, and then coming back to the UFC and getting wins over BJ Penn, fighting George St. Pierre, and then also sharing the octagon with Anderson Silva. So it was only big fights for Nick Diaz because he was such a star and such a draw.
And sometimes people lose sight of just how good he was in his prime. 2008 to 2011, Nick Diaz won 11 consecutive fights. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Lawler is 1 year his senior. Diaz will have a 5-inch reach advantage. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 15 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, the ruthless Robbie Lawler! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 10 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, Nick Diaz!
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
Ruthless Robbie Lawler coming up on 40 fights as a pro, 20 career wins by knockout. You know what the approach is going to be here tonight. Going to try to get his mitts on the target early, and he can lean on the takedown defense as well. If the wrestling starts to come back his way, more often than not, Robbie Lawler's able to stay upright. Wind it up on the right there to no avail. All All right, here we go, early round one. Going to be very interesting to see how long this fight stays upright, given the fact that he is so good with his ground game and submissions.
He has to try to find a way to get to the mat. Even if he just drives in the takedown just to fall back to his back and start a grappling exchange. This is where he needs to be. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
And there comes the separation now. Oh, nice job to defend the takedown and scramble to his feet. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson one in boxing class, hands up, chin down. He's in a good flow right now. He's landing big shots to the body.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the jump.
Lawler gets touched by that kick there. Oh, collar tie. And they separate.
Straight punch lands.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Got the single collar tie.
Oh, big head kick.
And he landed the right hand there. All right, so once again, they will clinch, and we will see which fighter is able to advance their position from here.
Who's going to be the first one to attempt the takedown? Both of our combatants have the ability to score and secure the position. Who's going to be the one that makes the first move?
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Now he's hurt.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you get the night, that will land it right on the spot.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Oh, single collar tie here.
Big powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
That is how you scramble, folks.
He needs to start looking to finish on him because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, big left hook there. Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Boom! Big jab.
Back to the overhand left, no good. Slips the punch.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Jockeying for position in the clinch. Both fighters here trying to get a more dominant position. Right punches there. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Oh, and there is that ruthless Robbie Lawler right hand. You do not want to get hit with too many of those.
Nah, man, this is a dog. Robbie Lawler is a flat-out dog. A guy that's willing to fight anybody, protect his yard. I am a massive fan of ruthless Robbie Lawler.
Right hook attempt, that's a miss.
Punch over the top.
And they separate. Misses with the right hand. Ooh-wee!
Ooh-wee, what a right hand by this young man. What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. We'll finish this fight.
And that one was heavy. All right, some really grueling work here in the clinch. Both fighters really struggling to gain a dominant position.
That happens whenever you understand the position. Both know exactly what they need to do. And when both fighters are trying to do the same thing, it's very, very difficult to get the desired result.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Lawler's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow and a big moment in this fight.
Oh, here's a kick to the body, blocked though by Diaz. Well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're gonna sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the...
Right there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. Good stick.
Oh, straight right. Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, big left. Trying to stay in this fight. Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
All right, Ruthless Robbie Lawler getting going here. And DC, I know you're not easily intimidated, but man, when Lawler sticks his mug into that camera, at least from my vantage point, I'm intimidated. And they separate.
Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. He got him bad! Now look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transitions.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Working off of his back here, looks like he may try to hip escape. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
Oh!
And the turn on the elbow, and he's going to chase the submission finish.
Oh, there's the tap.
He got the finish, but a beautiful Kimura finish by this great fighter.
And I don't care how high your threshold is for pain. When you're in that compromised state, better to tap and fight another day.
It's so crazy because people think the pressure's on your arm. It's all your shoulder. When somebody has a really good Kimura, it feels like they're going to break your shoulder. That's why you have to tap.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 56 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a Kimura, Nick Diaz!
All right, so what a performance by this young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission. He certainly put a lot of stock into getting the finish tonight, and he did just that. Congratulations.
It was a very tough fight, but he knew that if he did everything right, he can get to his position, which is the ground, and he would be able to find a finish by submission tonight. He did just that.